Hello everybody, I'm Peter Globe, and today we're making a character breakdown of Baron Tomago from One Piece. Now, some of you are gonna be asking, why am I making a character breakdown of Baron Tomago right now? Well, it's because I actually had no idea what kind of video I should do today, so I just decided to do a character that was relevant, but now it's not going to be. Spoilers for only anime watchers. So, yeah. Basically, complete lack of ideas. Otherwise, this video wouldn't even be made. As well as Monto for the tomorrow's video. But with that said, let's get on with this character breakdown. Baron Tomago. Yeah. For a character that was the second or the first Big Mom pirate to be revealed, you would just expect more. But how I cannot choose how Oda is going to introduce his characters. Now, let's start with Baron Tomago's design, which is a generic gentleman-like design, with a cane and a suit, but with a few more extra bits. Like, instead of wearing a traditional hat, his hat is a tea set and having an eggshell. It's a pretty basic gentleman-like design with an added damaged eye, which is going to be revealed later in the series, but for the first appearance it was alright. He's also a member of the long legs, and I believe so the only long legs that has pants, so yeah. Although I'm wondering how long these pants must be. I mean, just how long are they? Who cares? So yeah. It's originally supposed to be a bit traditional. And as you might be aware, it's supposed to be representing their egg in the whole chicken thing. Now, after if you damage him through his middle or something, he becomes Bounce Count Chick. I don't know, he just becomes a weird chicken-like creature with the whole egg shape still in there, and that pure being white and a bit more yellow and with two feathers. Also apparently got two knives, which just make me a bit confused. I mean, do these suits just who cares? I'll reveal that. If it was realistic, there'd be a lot more nudity, so who cares, focus on that sport. So yeah, that our version is a bit more powerful, but it doesn't seem like it's that much more powerful. Probably just increased instincts and all that sort of shit. And then when you beat that form, he becomes Count Baron, which is basically a rooster. We haven't seen that one in a fight, but it's presumed that it can be severely strong, probably stronger than the previous two. So yeah, it's basically the same as this form of him, just with a different eggshell and having more shape of a rooster. It's basically like a fusion between this form and his Viscount Chick form, or a couple of extra unnecessary details. So yeah. Now to his fighting style. His fighting style is definitely hand-to-hand combat or leg-to-hand combat, because he fights with his legs mostly. And he's apparently also a swordsmanship because he's fighting against Pedro with his cane, which is revealed to be a blade. Which, how come this is constant case with this stuff? Why are they always revealing those things to be blades? I mean, could just for once just be a very durable piece of wood? I mean, I could believe that. Hell, almond hug is a thing, so wouldn't that make more sense? But, we'll focus on that part. And he also uses knives. Now, his fighting move seems to be, namely, spinning his legs around to damage and some very decent swordsman play. His equipment, like I said, his cane that can be used as a sword, two knives, and apparently he wears some kind of a electrous-proof pants or something amongst those levels because he was able to resist electro. Now his abilities is like I said, if you cut him through once, he can come back as a chicken, and then if you cut him again, he come on as a count, and then you cut him again, apparently he's gonna come back as Baron. Which is immediately making me wonder, if you, every time Pedro cut him through his stomach, so if he cut him through his head, would that have the same effect, or would he straight up die? Or if you would just, cut his arm off, would that also have the same effect, or would just he be without an arm from now on? Or until he would completely get cut? It's a very weird thing. Now, to his weaknesses. His weakness is, well, he is strong, but if you get some more powerful opponent or more skillful opponent with a sword, he is quite easily defeated. Plus, it's sort of stated that since he doesn't immediately become a different form because of the whole yoke thing, when he gets cut open, that yoke is weaker or something. Or at least similar enough to being weaker. Because there was a giant explosion, and where Baron was in that yoke form, it's definitely not been fast enough that he was immediately a chicken. Like, I think he was about to become a count, but it still wasn't. So yeah. Now to his personality. His personality is a pretty basic count and gentleman type of a character. And he seems to be one of the most loyal members of Big One Pirate crews that aren't related to her, like kids or something. He's basically like, I feel like below Strusen. Because when there was the whole intruder thing, the Big One Pirates revealed that Baron is there to stop it and smooth it, which means he is definitely similar enough to a Sweet Commander. Granted, he's nowhere near that level. Like, Pedro could not defeat any of the Sweet Commanders. However, if Pedro had a battle between Snack, he would probably lose. But still, he is competent, and they do have trust in him. And yeah. And it seems like he has a lot of respect for every high-ranking member of the Big One Pirates. How he seems to have a respect for every member except for the traitors. Yes, that's practically it. And there's also a couple of jokes where the whole tea thing from his head, like he drinks tea and then puts it back in. Or that part with the chateau in the anime where it collapses in, he just stands still and goes down and spills half on his face a bit, which is a bit funny. Although I am wondering why he didn't went to the Chocolate Town to help the whole thing, but that could be sad for every Big One Pirate who was still in the whole Cake Island. Yeah, nothing else to really talk about after this. Now, I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future, and please start giving me some advice. Like, seriously, I'm literally I'm literally at the point that I have some plans, but I can't do them right now because I want to keep it with the anime thing. Or something similar. So, yeah. Right now, since I need some advice. Now. And let's see you all next time. Bye.